Alrighty, people. So check it out. So we got a couple things happening. I'm shooting this video and kind of a reactionary video to the new Indian Pursuit that I dropped recently last week, and a lot of questions have been asked. Not hard questions, just specific questions. So I took the time to get them answered, and a lot of them were more about building a Challenger into a Pursuit, right? So fully toured, dressed Indian Challenger into a Pursuit. Would it be cheaper? Would it be better? What are the options? So I broke that down. So I'm totally going to show you guys everything that I found out, as well as some other questions. But as you can see, King of the Baggers, baby, I'm so excited to go to the Moto America race event down in Daytona. From the time I'm shooting this, I'm only like a week away. So the race is 2 weeks away, but I'm 1 week away from going to Daytona. So I'm pretty excited. This will be my last video I drop, I believe, until I start heading to Daytona. And then it's going to be, Daytona content and that kind of fun stuff. So while I'm in Daytona, I'm all pumped, guys. Sorry. But when I'm down there, if there's something you guys want to see, some kind of content you kind of want me to do a review, I'm obviously going to check out the new Indian Motorcycle Pursuit while I'm there. I'm hoping to go out to, I'm excited. I'm going to go to flat track racing. I'm going to go to the King of the Baggers race, the Moto America race day on Saturday, and the flat track on Friday evening. But if there's something you would find interesting, I'm totally down to go there. I'm going to be at the Indian Motorcycle demo truck. That's how I'm going to get my hands on the Pursuit. So if you're down there, you should go and check it out. Also, check out their other bikes. But yeah, without further ado, let's talk Challenger to Pursuit. The biggest question has been, can I build a Challenger into a Pursuit, right? And it's been everything from the adjusted or the shock, the electronic suspension, rear shock, to the lowers in the trunk. Is the trunk quick detach? All that stuff. So here's the answer. If you already have a Challenger, you can put on the new electronic suspension. It retrofits all the way back to 2020. I know that I'm actually looking into it, doing it myself. I think they're $9.99. And then, of course, you'd have the labor charge. I didn't find out how much that is. I know my boy Curtis up in Indy Motorcycle St. Paul busted out the shock pretty fast, but it was just a regular shock. So I don't know how much difference there is or what they got to plug into. So I'm not sure the labor charge, but I can tell you the price is $9.99 for that. So that's not horrible. But let's start talking about Challenger builds. I want to bring up this first bike. I started with the least expensive, right? So I'm talking base model Challenger. I'm talking no lean technology, no suspension, right? Because as we remember, the Indian Motorcycle Pursuit, if it's not premium, it doesn't come with the electronic suspension. So remember that. Just because it is a Pursuit doesn't mean necessarily it has electronic suspension. So no electronic suspension, no electronic suspension, no lean, regular seat. And matter of fact, I didn't even add heated grips, right? So I made this Challenger into it. So what I did do is I added the hard lowers, but as a trunk, no lower lights, because the non-premium don't come with those lights and the hard lowers, and no heated grips. So this bike, an Indian Challenger, built up came in at 29,339. I built it on the internet on INDIANMOTORCYCLE.com. Well, you can do that, nothing against it. And now I compared that to the black limited Indian Pursuit. And this does, and here's a couple of differences. This came in at 29,999, right? Now you're thinking, I can save 600 bucks, but there's a little difference. This has audio in the trunk. Okay, 600 bucks, fine. Doesn't have lights in the lower, so it's equal there. This does come with heated grips. So you got heated grips and audio for $600 more. Now, the catch and the caveat is you have to pay somebody, or unless you did it yourself, to put that trunk on and put those hard lowers on. Insulation on that stuff isn't free. Boxing it together isn't free. And that's what's interesting, because I know as everybody knows, you pay a setup charge, right? And the setup charge on the Pursuit is putting those trunks on. It is putting, hooking up the audio system and the hard lowers. I don't know exactly how they come boxed, but I know that the Challenger had, you know what? It may actually come with the trunk. I don't know. Maybe I'll look into that as another video. But anyway, so I'm gonna make this a faster video. So we're gonna start quick and going through this quick. So you can save 600 bucks technically, but you wouldn't get the audio in the trunk. You would not get the heated grips. Again, you do not have a heated seat in this setup for either bike. I did it because I wanted to go bare minimum, if that makes sense. So after that, is it quick detached? Let me tell you, all Indian motorcycle trunks are quick detached. So they all come off really easy. Now, here's my question, and this one I don't know, so I'm going to have to try to get the answer to this. If you look right here, the antenna is connected to the trunk. Now, my assumption is that probably is a one plug or a simple quick unplug. But I bet you it's not simple to just reattach the antenna. So if you took off your trunk, maybe you're running Bluetooth on your phone. To be honest with you guys, I took my antenna off my Challenger and I always run Bluetooth. That's just what I do. That's how I rock it. So, yeah, that's just the truth. So I didn't really stress that, but I know some people like to listen to the radio. It is what it is. So after labor charges, I have to believe that buying the Pursuit instead of the Challenger is probably the better price. And at the end of this, I got one more big kickback that's going to talk about the difference between the Challenger and the Pursuit. And I think it's what tips the scales. Now, there's a few things. Color changes things, right? Price changes things. So I went ahead and we're going to look here. We'll look at the red Dark Horse. It's the bottom, no add-ons. It's not bottom at all. This is a premium bad boy. So it comes in at $35,499 and it has everything. This has heated seats. This has heated grips. This has the lights in the front. This has the lean technology. This has the electronic suspension. So because I went ahead and built that up, I wanted to show you guys. Also, remember, it does have audio in the speakers. So I wanted to show you guys what the red looks like as a Challenger built. And this bike comes in at $36,139. So that being said, what is that? That is it's $800 more expensive, and that's without audio in the trunk. Yeah. So if a hard lowers in the trunk is for you and that's what you want, it definitely makes a much bigger difference. And actually, I don't believe I added I don't believe I added lights to the lowers on this. So I'd have to look again. I can't remember. But it comes out instantly that the price is better, right? Because you would still have to pay for labor, you would still have to pay for those people to put that stuff on, or unless you did it yourself, which is fine, you know. But still, and then one more, I went ahead and did one more. I did the crimson. So I wanted to do a limited since they're just a little bit lesser expensive than the dark horses were. So the premium base without anything added on, which remember has all the stuff, all the lighting, all the upgraded electronic suspension, comes in at 34,499. And to show you that, I'll pull it here. You're looking at 34,889. It's a $400 difference more expensive to build your Challenger, right? Now, so here's a couple of caveats, right? Some of the Challengers colors don't come in pursuit colors. Just truth, right? So if you're digging that orange Challenger, I got a boy that loves that orange Challenger. If you were digging that orange Challenger, you have to get the Challenger. You would have to build it into a full tour, but your options are there. If I were you, knowing that there's markup on the prices and you really wanted like the orange, I bet you your local dealership would work with you. I obviously don't know that to be a fact, but we all know that things are negotiable. That's what I would do. So if you're dying for that orange, then I would do it that way. I'd go in and say, hey, I want a Challenger. I want it orange. I want all the add-ons. I want it to be like a Pursuit. But y'all got to help me out. So I don't know how that would work. I'm not sure, obviously, but I got one more thing that I'm going to add to this is guys, when you go, so we got the color idea, you got the install prices, but if you're going to build up a Challenger, um and you want to think in the future, the Pursuit will always be have a higher retail than the Challenger would, because we all know that we don't get the correct valuation for trade-in on accessories. And at this point on a Challenger, they're going to be considered accessories. So you could do two things. You could just take it and lose it, or you could take it off and sell it, privately or however, and move it that way, and you could probably get more bang for your buck. People, they give you help with the accessories. Most dealerships do on trade-ins, but it's not like dollar for dollar. It's probably not even like 60 cents on the dollar. You never get your install back. So that's my idea. Now, if you don't want a trunk and hard lowers, then obviously the Challenger would be the way to go. I'm not saying you have to buy a Pursuit. That's not what I'm saying at all. What I'm saying is people kept asking me, can I build a Challenger to be a Pursuit cheaper? And the answer is really no. I don't see how it would be cheaper. Now, can you negotiate some of that for like some of these colors that are coming only in Challenger? Yes, probably. You could probably get it much closer. But this is just website building. This isn't negotiating. And yeah, that's what I think. So if you wanted a Challenger in a specific color, you could build it to Pursuit. You would have to negotiate pretty hard to get that price a little bit closer to what the Pursuits are. And then, but the Pursuit is definitely a better buy if you're trying to make something a full tour. So I think, to Indian Motorcycle's credit, they priced this really well. I mean, it's not cheaper to just build up your Challenger. Now, again, if you have an older Challenger and you just want your hard lowers, or you want the suspension for some reason really has me going. So that's my biggest conversation point, is just adding that suspension to my bike. And yeah, I mean, those can be done. If you just wanted a trunk, we know now you can order a trunk through your dealership, color match it, everything. It is available for the 20 all the challengers. So that's really cool. You can get the lights now, you can get the lowers, you can get the seat that's available. And then we know the lean technology situation with the base, but the dark horses and the limiteds on the challengers come with that. So guys, heated grips are added. You can make your challenger a pursuit. You can. And then you can buy a pursuit like that white pursuit looks badass. And you can make that white pursuit. I can buy that and make it into a challenger by pulling the tour stuff off, right? But I still have a pursuit. So the resale would be a little bit better. I can take the trunk on and off pretty quick. Now, granted, the antenna thing, I don't know. Other than that, guys, that's it. Listen, I told you it was a fast video. I wanted to make this quick. I'm ripping this out. I'm super excited for this new pursuit. I'm super excited for the extras that the Challenger has. I didn't think you could upgrade the Fox suspension, the monoshock Fox suspension that they have put into the Challenger. So the fact that Indian Motorcycle found a way to upgrade it now, that Fox shock, I mean, I have a lot of miles on my Challenger and I love the suspension. So I'm excited to try it out and play with the adjustments and see what a stiffer ride is compared to maybe a softer ride. So I'm hoping to get some miles in Daytona. I'm hoping to see you guys down there. If not, like, subscribe to this video. Leave a comment of the things you want to see me possibly do in Daytona. It's not 100% work. It's like 70%, 30% fun. So it's 100% fun, baby, but it's like 70%. I'm going to be doing content. I am open to doing, if you guys have any ideas. You know, we all know that when I was in Sturgis last year, everybody asked me to ride the BMW bagger bike, and I went ahead and went and did that. I had to do it twice. Yeah, that wasn't that great. But anyway, let me know what you think in the comments below. All the good stuff. I can't wait to hear from you guys. I hope this helps. If it doesn't help and I left something out, like I said, it's quick. Leave a comment below and I'll try to get back to you either through comment or hell, maybe I'll make another video just for you. So anyway, guys, King of the Baggers, root on your Indian motorcycles or root on your Harley. No matter what you do, watch the Moto America race so that that way this stuff keeps going and it's fun for all of us. So anyway, guys, I'm out of here. Ride hard, ride fast, and say hi to somebody you don't know. Peace. Ha 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 ha!